Action. All right, welcome to day 9 of 21 days of Christmas reading. We are going to read a few books because Josiah is enjoying dinner and he's chosen a book. So we're going to read Brown Bear again, and then we're going to jump right into Polar Express. Brown Bear, what do you see? Brown Bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Red bird, what do you see? I see a
yellow duck looking at me.
Yellow duck, what do you see?
I see a blue horse looking at me.
Blue horse, what do you see?
I see a green frog looking at me.
Green frog, what do you see?
I see a purple cat looking at me.
Purple cat, what do you see?
I see a white dog looking at me.
White dog, what do you see?
I see a sheep looking at me.
Black sheep, what do you see?
A goldfish.
I see a goldfish looking at me. Goldfish, what do you see?
I see a teacher looking at me.
Teacher, what do you see?
I see children looking at me.
Children, what do you see?
I see a dog.
A brown bear, a red bird,
and a duck.
A yellow duck, a blue horse,
and a yellow cat,
a purple cat,
and a white dog,
a green frog,
and a goldfish,
a black sheep, and a
teacher
looking at me. That's what we see. Yay, good job. Thank you for helping me read that book. So we're going to read Polar Express, which is a great holiday classic movie and a classic book.
Read again.
And then we can read Brown Bear again if you want to. Okay, so we're going to set that here to read again. And Mama's going to show you a brand new book. So Josiah wanted to read a book that he loves. How many of you love reading a book that you've read before? Nothing wrong with that. So because he wanted to read Brown Bear, we read that and we started with that first. I told him I would read a book I want to read and you could read a book that you wanted to read. So we're going to read The Polar Express. The Polar Express. Last Christmas.
I was going to read that, and if I was going to read that book.
Yeah, we're going to read this one too. Did you color on this? Or was this a book that's donated and we got it colored up? Anyway, that's a cool little picture in the front. If kids want to write, color, or whatever on the pages that don't have a lot of words, let them make the book their own. That's absolutely fine. The Polar Express. And I'm not going to read this whole thing. Maybe we'll read it in parts. On Christmas Eve, many years ago, I lay quietly in my bed. I did not rustle the sheets. I breathed slowly and silently. I was listening for a sound. A sound a friend had told me I'd never hear: the ringing of Santa's sleigh. There is no Santa, my friend had insisted, but I knew he was wrong. Late that night, I did hear sounds, though not of ringing bells. From outside came the sounds of hissing steam and squeaking metal. I looked through my window and saw a train standing perfectly still in front of my house. This is not typical, the legs on the table and all that, but you know, why not? Why not? Why not? It was wrapped in an apron of steam. Snowflakes fell lightly around it. A conductor stood.
That snow is stinky.
You think it's stinky?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What does snow smell like?
Stinky baker.
Stinky baker?
Yeah.
Have you smelled snow before?
Yes.
What did it smell like?
It smells like stink.
Oh, when I don't know if I can smell snow. The next time it snows, I'll try and smell it and see what I come up with. Okay?
Like, it was sticky. It was stinky.
Oh, that's how you smelled it?
Yeah.
So one thing I noticed the last time that I was reading aloud to Josiah is that there were places where he showed his interest and I paused and asked questions and talked. And so we're going to talk as much as we can about this page, and I'm going to show you how to do that. The other thing, this book is great for figurative language. So when I read that first line, it was wrapped in an apron of steam. Wrapped in an apron of steam, especially 3rd and 4th grade. That is a great grade level to ask about poetic language, figurative language.
It's dark out there.
Are you thirsty?
Huh?
Are you thirsty?
Look.
That was a lot of drinking, a lot of loud gulping. Wow. I put on my slippers and robe. I tiptoed downstairs and out the door. All aboard! The conductor cried out. I ran up to him. Well, he said, are you coming? Where? I asked. Why, to the north? Okay. Josiah, drink it quietly.
They're gonna sip toe.
Sip toe? What is sip?
Like this.
Can you drink it silently?
Leave it.
I'm gonna let you finish because that is distracting me from reading.
It's loud.
Is it all gone? Put it on the table. Thank you. Thank you. Where? I asked. Why, to the North Pole, of course, was his answer. This is the Polar Express. I took his outstretched hand and he pulled me aboard. Where are they going?
They're going home.
They're going to the North Pole.
They're going home.
Who's at home? I thought he was already at home.
I thought they was at home.
Yeah, they're going to the North Pole. Do you know where the North Pole is?
Yes.
It's all the way up there.
Yeah?
Yeah. Who lives at the North Pole?
It's all the way up there.
It's all the way up there. Do you know who lives at the North Pole?
Well,
Santa.
that's good. All the way to the pop hole.
Yeah.
And so,
I have no idea what you said, but we're going to keep going. Did you all know that in Missouri there is a train that you can get on to the north? It's called the Polar Express. I don't know exactly where it goes, and I heard that it was a 3-hour train ride. They have songs, they have snacks.
What's his name?
I don't know, but that might be one of the chefs. Would you like to ride on the Polar Express?
That means the Bonita.
Beliza. Oh, okay. That's a new name.
Bonita.
Bonita?
Good.
Is that Espanol? Wow.
That means his name.
That's his name? So that reminds you of a Spanish song from school? Okay. Cool.
From Guadalupe.
From Guadalupe. Very good. The train was filled with other children, all in their pajamas and nightgowns. We sang Christmas carols and candies.
Guadalupe is nice.
It is nice. You like that school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is so cute.
It is cute. It's cute. And you have a playground, you have your friends and your school family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
I have my teachers.
And you have your teachers. Yeah. We ate.
About your foot. About your
foot. That's fine. We sang Christmas carols and ate candies with nougat centers as white as snow.
Look.
Is it delicious?
You look at your mouth.
What does it look like they're eating? Well, they're not eating it. What do you think is in these cups? I'll get it. What do you think is in the cups? Don't eat that. Do not eat that. Do not eat that. That was on the floor. Put it here. If you want another one, get that one right there. There's a piece of pepperoni and some cheese. Here, turn around so you can put it on the plate if it slips over. You scoot over a little bit. Scoot over. There you go. What do you think's in the cups that they're gonna drink?
Coffee.
You think that's coffee because mommy drinks coffee? Do you think maybe it could be some tea too?
Yeah.
And what about hot chocolate?
Ew, hot chocolate is yucky.
It is?
It's really yucky.
It is? Have you had hot chocolate?
No.
Okay. We drank hot cocoa as thick and rich as melted chocolate bars. Outside, do not eat that. It was on the floor. Please put it down. Outside, the lights of towns and villages flickered in the distance as the Polar Express raced northward. Wow, look at all these kids. What do you think that they're going to do?
I think they're gonna drink coffee.
They're going to drink coffee?
No, and tea.
And tea?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And hot chocolate.
And hot chocolate. Yum. I think they're going to have a good time. That's a lot of sugar and caffeine. Soon, there were no more lights to be seen. We traveled through cold, dark forests where lean wolves roamed and white-tailed rabbits hid from our train as it thundered through the quiet wilderness.
What's those?
Whoa, what is that? Are those wolves?
Yeah.
How many wolves do you see?
1, 2, 3.
Very good. How do you say that in Spanish? Uno,
Dos, tres.
tres wolves. Very good.
Uno, dos, tres.
Very good. We climbed mountains so high it seemed as if we would scrape the moon.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
But the Polar Express never slowed down. Faster and faster we ran along, rolling over peaks and through valleys like a car on a roller coaster. Okay, there's so much figurative language in this book. If like what does it say? Faster and faster we ran along. So the train is running, right? Personification. Rolling, faster and faster we ran along, rolling over peaks and through valleys like a car on a roller coaster. That's a simile, a comparison using like or as. This is a very long book. You want to read one more page? Let's read one more page. The mountains turned into hills and the hills to snow-covered plains. We crossed the barren desert of ice. Do you see the ice on that page?
What ice?
The great polar ice cap. Lights appeared in the distance. Do you see the lights on the train? Where's the train? They look like the lights of a strange ocean liner sailing on the frozen sea.
There it is. It's gone.
What about that?
It is like.
They look like the lights of a strange ocean liner sailing on the forest sea. There, said the conductor, is the North Pole. They made it to the North Pole. The North Pole. It was a huge city standing alone at the top of the world, filled with the factories where every Christmas toy was made. At first, we saw no elves. They are gathering at the center of the city, the conductor told us. That is where Santa will give the first gift of Christmas. Who receives the first gift, we all asked. The conductor...
This is disgusting.
You're done with it? I don't think it was disgusting, but maybe you're done.
Can I have this?
You can have some water.
No, I want lemonade.
We're done with lemonade. The rest of lemonade's for me. The conductor answered, he will choose one of you.
Lemonade for me.
We can share it, but you don't get any more tonight. You can get water.
No.
Yeah, no. It's so hard. I'm
I
happy
just
this.
get lemonade.
No. Okay, we can finish the story. Let's go ahead and finish. Y'all, look, give me a thumbs up.
No.
Okay with
No.
finishing.
No.
Your voice. way too loud. It's way too loud. You gotta lower it. Can you show me where are these kids going? Look, shouted the kids, the elves. Outside, he saw hundreds of elves. Where are they at? Oh my goodness, look at all those elves. Come here, my baby. As our train drew closer to the center of the North Pole, we slowed to a crawl. So crowded were the streets with Santa's helpers. When the Polar Express could go no further, we stopped and the conductor led us outside. We pressed through the crowd to the edge of a large open circle. In front of us stood Santa's sleigh. Oh my goodness, Josiah, do you see Santa?
What Santa?
The reindeer were excited. They danced and pranced, ringing the silver sleigh bells that hung from their harnesses.
I see Santa.
I see Santa! There he is! Oh my goodness. It was a magical sound like nothing I've ever heard. Listen, across the circle, the elves moved apart and Santa Claus appeared. The elves cheered wildly. They were like, Santa, 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 Santa. He marched over to us and pointing to me, he said, let's have this fellow here. He jumped into his sleigh. The conductor handed me up. I sat on Santa's knee and he asked, do you know what he asked him?
Yeah.
He said, let me whisper it to you.
I want a present.
Oh, he said, now what do you want for Christmas? You think he said a present?
Yes.
I knew that I could have any gift I could imagine, but the thing I wanted most for Christmas was not inside of Santa's giant bag. What I wanted more than anything was one silver bell from Santa's sleigh. When I asked, Santa smiled. Then he gave me a hug and told an elf to cut a bell from a reindeer's harness.
Look, he's not hugging him anymore.
Yeah, he's just holding him on the shoulder like this. Right? Then he gave me a hug and told an elf to cut the bell from the reindeer's harness. Yep, Santa has his hand up because he has the silver bell. The elf tossed it up to Santa. He stood holding the bell high above him and called out, the first gift of Christmas! Have you ever heard that?
I'm reading this.
I'm going to read that one? Okay. The first gift of Christmas.
Y'all,
I have never finished Polar Express and I've never read it. This is awesome. A clock struck midnight. Josiah, can you whisper read?
No.
Because they want to hear this book, the rest of this book, because they already read that one. A clock struck midnight as the elves roared their approval.
I want to read that one.
Okay, come on. Santa handed the bell to me and I put it in my bathrobe pocket. The conductor helped me down the sleigh. Santa shouted out the reindeer's names and cracked his whip. His team charged forward and climbed into the air. Santa circled once above us, then disappeared into the cold, dark, polar sky. Wow, where do you think they're headed, Josiah?
They're heading to home.
They're heading to home? What are they going to do when they get there?
They're gonna eat.
They're going to eat dinner?
Yes.
What are they having for dinner?
They're gonna have yucky things.
Yucky thing? Like what?
Sticky giggy.
A sticky giggy. Oh, okay. I don't know what that is. So see, like conversation. Ask questions, build on questions, go with it, be silly, and I love it. Where are the kids gonna go? Is he sleeping? Or is he sad?
He's sad.
As soon as we were back inside the Polar Express, the other children asked to see the bell. I reached into my pocket. Josiah. But the only thing I felt was a hole. I had lost the silver bell from Santa's sleigh. Let's hurry outside and look for it, one of the children said. But the train gave a sudden lurch and started moving. We were on our way home. So with older kids, especially school-age kids, He's eating the cheese that fell on the floor that I told him not to put in his mouth, but he has found a way to put it in his mouth. That's what's happening right now. That is what's happening. Put it down, please. Actually, you can throw it away from me. Can you go throw it in the trash can? Open the trash can with your foot. Can you take both pieces and put it in the trash can? Let me know when it's in there.
It's down on the floor.
Okay, you can grab it. Go ahead, grab that and put them both in the trash can. Thanks. And don't put it back in your mouth. Don't lick it. Put it in the trash can. Go 1, 2, and let me know when it's in there. Okay, thank you so much. With older kids, I would ask them, what does lurch mean? Because this says, but the train gave a sudden lurch and started moving. And lurch is not a common word that we use in everyday language, but there are context clues to show me what lurch might mean. If it's a lurch, and then we move forward, right? So it may be a certain jerk or a fast, quick movement. It broke my heart to lose the bell. When the train reached my house, I sadly left the other children.
He's in his house.
He's in his house and it's snowing outside.
Uh-huh.
I stood at my doorway and waved goodbye. The conductor said something from the moving train, but I couldn't hear him. What? I yelled out. He cupped his hands around his mouth. Merry Christmas! He shouted. The Polar Express.
Merry Christmas!
Good. The Polar Express let out a loud blast from its whistle and sped away. On Christmas morning, my little sister Sarah and I opened our presents.
Mom, can I play the horse lava?
Yeah, let's play that after this. We're almost done. When it looked as if everything had been unwrapped, Sarah found one last small box behind the tree. It had my name on it. Inside,
it's a Christmas tree.
It is. Inside was the silver bell. There was a note. Found this on the seat of my sleigh. Fix that hole in your pocket. Signed, Mr. C. Who do you think Mr. C is?
It's Christmas.
Mr. Christmas?
Yeah.
Ah, that's a good guess.
It is Santa.
Wow, you are so smart. Is it Mr. Santa Claus?
Sure.
Yeah, be careful. I shook the bell and made the most beautiful sound my sister and I had ever heard. But my mother said, "Oh, that's too bad." What? Did I skip a line? Oh, but my mother said, "Oh, that's too bad." "Yes," said my father, "it's broken." When I shaken the bell, my parents had not heard a sound. Come on, Holiday Magic. This is us. Look, story time is lit. Okay, we're gonna jump, we're gonna bounce, we're gonna read a different book. We're gonna ask for more lemonade. We're going to spin around on the couch. We're gonna do flips. You know, it's gonna be what we make it. Here's the thing: set a timer for 5 to 15 minutes, and if you're out of it, parents, walk away. Story time's done. If you got more in you, keep going, keep reading. Why not? My little gymnast. Be careful, baby.
Okay.
At one time, I think that's the end. At one time, most of my friends could hear the bell, but as years passed, it fell silent for them. Even Sarah found one Christmas that she could no longer hear its sweet sound. Though I've grown old, the bell still rings for me as it does for all who truly believe. That's such a sweet story. Is this how the movie goes? Because I absolutely, toodalutely forgot.
Yes, it does.
That's how the movie goes too?
Yes.
We even watched the movie at church last year, and I don't think we made it to the end because isn't it about losing the ticket?
I think we made it to the end.
You think we made it to the end?
Yes.
I don't really remember. Great book, excellent book. This is a holiday classic. This is Polar Express.
You do remember.
I do remember. Okay, I got to think about it hard. By Chris von Allsburg.
Okay.
And this is day 9 of reading. Bring your kids. Set them down for story time. Tomorrow, I'll get a little closer. I got to get my camera angle right. You know what I'm saying? But get a book. Like, reading is thinking. Thinking is knowledge. Knowledge is power, which means reading is power.
Read it.
We're going to read Brown Bear one more time,
Mhm.
and then we're going to say goodbye. Brown Bear, what do you see? We love reading. Brown Bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Red bird, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck, what do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. Blue horse, what do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog, what do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. Purple cat, what do you see? I see a
White dog looking at me.
white dog, what do you see? I see a
Black cat looking at me.
a what?
Ow. Ow.
I see a black sheep looking at me.
Go
Black
away.
sheep,
Go
what
away.
do you
Go
see?
away.
I see a goldfish looking at me. Goldfish, what do you see? I see a who is this? Who's this, Josiah?
It's a teacher.
I see a teacher looking at me. Teacher, what do you see? I see. Who does the teacher see?
Friends.
Children, what do you see? I see a brown bear, a red bird, a yellow duck, a blue horse, a green frog, a purple cat, a white dog, a black sheep, a goldfish, and a teacher looking at me. That's what we see. Good job! I feel like that was 30 minutes of reading. We read Polar Express and Brown Bear twice. All right, can you say goodbye, everybody? We'll see you tomorrow for story time. Bye! Wait, Josiah, wait.
Your phone is dead.